All right, guys, welcome back to Call Your DFS, The Process. I hope you guys had a very profitable weekend this past weekend in week 2 of NFL football. Um, I got to take the time out to apologize to you guys. One, I did try to steer you away from Tom Brady and the whole New England versus New Orleans game. Uh, I was wrong for that. I actually picked up Tom Brady. You know what? Some of the things I do is like I'll start off my week gathering all the information, all the data I need to gather, put everything together, come up with some good strategies. And what I mean by that is I don't I don't have favorite teams or favorite players. I go off of how can I attack a team. So rather they're sitting at the highest totem pole as for the week as like say for example Vegas odds have a certain team or a certain game at the highest total. I, I look at it and I look at how can I attack that team either by wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide out 3, so on and so forth. And I had to go back and like I said, I start off in the middle of the week. I gather everything I need to gather. I put up a good lineup or I put up a good strategy, and then I'll think on it and go back to it later throughout the week, and I'll be like, and I just figure out the strategies. Long story short, uh, I went back and I looked at the whole what would be the best way to attack New Orleans, and it would be with a QB1. Who's a QB1? Who's one of the best QB1s in the game? Tom Brady. He knows how to utilize his offensive weapons. Let's get Tom Brady and pick up some players from that team. And I did not update my video, or I don't even know how I would. I guess put out another video, but I apologize. And secondly, I'm sorry for putting this up late. My picks out late simply because, I'm sorry, not simply, but I'm putting it out late because I've been under the weather. I live here in Orlando, Florida, and we just had Hurricane Irma come through, and I don't know, somewhere down the line, I picked up a cold. I'm still fighting through it, but I did put the work in to get some good picks. And with my process right now here on week 3 is 60 to 70% accurate. Now, it will not be 100% accurate at all. I can get close to being, I think, 90% accurate come week 4, week 5. Nothing's perfect. So that's why I say it would never be 100% accurate. You never know what may happen. Somebody may get injured, somebody, whatever. So moving forward, uh, here are my picks. As you can see, quarterback, running back, wide receiver, tight end, kicker, and defense. All right, those are my picks. I'm trying to make this video short, so I'm not gonna explain every pick. However, I will give you four picks that really stand out to me. Carson Wentz and I'm starting with the quarterback. Carson Wentz has been playing like a monster. I mean, he's been down and out, getting hit, getting beat up on, but he's been standing strong in the paint and just been putting up points. He's going up against the Giants, I believe. The Giants may produce a problem. However, I like Carson Wentz's ceiling. So I don't expect him to get over 20 fantasy points, but if he can get to 18, I think I'll be happy. With his price point, I think I'll be happy. But he does have a higher ceiling to get 20 to 23 points or something. Okay, so now my second pick, it's kind of like a sleeper slash GPP pick, and that's Theo Riddick. Um, to one, there are some things that worry me about picking Theo Riddick, and that is he split touches with Amir Abdullah, and the thing about that is, like, if I was an offensive coordinator for Detroit, I would look at the past history of who's played Atlanta and how they did damage to Atlanta. Um, and if you think about Theo Riddick, he's a pass catching back. So all the pass catching backs that played Atlanta did damage to him. I'm talking about like Ty Montgomery, Tariq Cohen. The only thing that separates them from Theo Riddick and is their quickness and speed. Not saying that Theo Riddick isn't quick or fast. It's just that Tariq Cohen is a little quicker out of all three, and I think Theo Riddick, as far as speed wise, is probably the slowest out of the three. But either way, he's still a pass catching back, and he still can get the job done. So, but yeah, that's my sleeper / GPP play. I don't think a lot of people will be on him, but if Detroit plays how I want them to play, I think he will do very, very well. All right, so moving down to wide receiver, I'm going to touch on something first before I move into my wide receiver pick. As you can see, I did a Jay Crowder / Ryan Grant. Now, the reason why I did that is because Jordan Reed, I think the tight end might be injured, and he might not play Sunday. If he does play, I think Crowder is a lock, because in my stats, a wide out 2, which is a slot receiver, can do a lot of damage to Oakland. Oakland is more of a run stopping defense versus a pass stopping defense. Like I said, they're explosive. They have the opportunity to rack up on. Sorry about that. They have the opportunity to rack up on sacks. They have the opportunity to rack up on interception, but it comes sporadically, not like, oh, this is what they're going to do. It's not like they're playing Denver, like Washington is playing Denver, and Denver has that no-fly zone. So if Jordan Reed plays, Crowder is a good play to a good person to roster. But if Jordan Reed doesn't play, that means the ball is going to be shared between not only Crowder, but also Ryan Grant. And being that Ryan Grant is the cheaper of the two, he is the one that I would put in over Crowder if Reed does not play. But that's not the pick that I'm giving you. That's just the information I wanted to touch down on you. All right, so the pick that I'm giving you is Antonio Brown. All right, so the team he's playing against in week 3, you can attack them with the wide receiver 1, which is a wide receiver that can do it all, or a wide out 2, which is a slot receiver. Antonio Brown, he plays the slot. He can play the deep ball. He's quick. He's crafty. He's shifty. He's in the perfect position. This should be a great game for him. So the wide receiver I'm going to give you is Antonio Brown. Now, I'm going to touch down on the Pittsburgh Steelers. I do like Le'Veon Bell this week, but as you can see, he's not on my list. I like Le'Veon Bell simply because I think this is his week to break out. Now, the reason why he's not on my list is because I think for his price point, the output of fantasy value he's going to give you, I believe you can get it with somebody like, Jay Ajayi or something, or, you can get it with a lesser player, or lesser priced player. Still, I like him this week, but he just did not make my list. Okay, so moving down to tight end, I have Jared Cook as number 1. He is not the pick I'm giving you. I'm going to give you a little information. I like him a lot against Washington. But here's the thing. I've been playing Jared Cook week 1, week 2. I'm not saying that I'm not going to have him, have some type of ownership from him in my lineups. But it seems like Oakland don't really target him in the red zone. And if you want to win like a GPP milli maker, you're going to need your tight end to actually bring in more than 10, 14 points. You're going to need your tight end to bring in 17, 20 points. And since I don't see that with Jared Cook, I think the tight end that I'm going to go with in a lot of my lineups are going to be Zach Ertz. So I'm not gonna touch kickers for FanDuel or defenses. You see my picks. These are who I'm coming up with. That may change as the weekend approaches or comes. Um, but just to go back over this again, the quarterback I'm giving you is Carson Wentz. My 4 picks. The running back I'm giving you is Theo Riddick. The wide receiver I'm giving you is Antonio Brown. The tight end I'm giving you is Zach Ertz. Those are my 4 picks for you guys. I hope you guys have a good weekend. I hope you guys win a lot of money. I plan to. And like I said, my process is 60 to 70% accurate. And when week 4, week 5 come, it should be close to 90% accurate. Um, yeah, and that's all I have for you guys. I need to go and take some medicine right now. I'm really feeling under the weather. Hope you guys make a lot of money. If you like what I did, like, comment, subscribe, and I'm out.